look like, and like try to see which one would be cute.
You want the carpet.
And then by the time I was reading all these reviews, I got to run to.
Yeah, by the time
This is letters to Stacey. I've got to run to Home Depot and get because we have to redo the bathroom. We have to redo all this stuff before my parents get here. The boxers in the background. What is she trying to get?
Something off that shelf. I'm imagining.
That rotten little dog. Anyway, Summer's gonna breakfast left with Fred, and that was pretty. Fred was pretty amazing, and the boxer's trying to get something. I'm getting ready to run to Home Depot to grab.
Carpet, bathroom mat, electric outlet, shower rack. Are you gonna grab this carpet?
Yeah, we need to measure that. Where's that?
Drain cleaner. Our new.
Yeah, where's our new
Office.
our new tape measure? These guys must lose tape measures right and left. Just measure the length from the wall to the end of Izzy's cage. No, not that way. The other way. It's all, no, the other way, from front to back. No, the other way.
Oh, from here.
Yeah, because it's all the same width. It's all 11 feet wide. We just need to know how many feet. 5 feet? Yeah, we don't want it sticking out too far, though. No, Summer, I want it sticking out as far as Izzy's cage. No, I don't measure Izzy's cage, not that one. Just because we really want it like an inch up in front of that cage. Between thimble and, Okay. Anyway, I made the most amazing brownies. We need to do that as a recipe thing. I'm going to tell you how to make them, Stacey. I'm going to tell you how to make them real quick. Get a stick of 1 stick and 2 tablespoons of butter. A package of chocolate chips. A 1/4 cup of cocoa and a 1/4 cup of demerara sugar. Put it in a saucepan, let it all melt. Then get 2 cups of Bisquick, a can of sweetened condensed milk, a can of caramel condensed, whatever that stuff is, caramel condensed milk, and a 1/4 cup of butter brickle, because we didn't have any of the pecans. We didn't have the butter brickle pecans, so I put the butter brickle in there. And then a whole bunch of the fresh pecans, and it makes the most amazing brownies. Can you get one out of the microwave so I can show Stacey what it looks like? Poor Summer, she's like my butler. On today's episode, Summer gets a traffic ticket, so she's sentenced to be my butler. Remember that Seinfeld? That was going to be the plot. I just got to show it to Stacey. I already ate 2 of them. I've already practically got a stomach ache. I already called my parents last night, though, and I told them. I'm kind of warning them. I said, we'll put up baby gates to protect the dogs from you. All right, here's the brownies. I had to make them with, I promise you, they're so delicious. Anyway, I called my uncle and I said, my parents are coming to town, your favorite people, because my uncle just adores my parents. To my uncle, my parents are his Dave. Yeah. Oh, he adores them. Absolutely adores them. So he can't wait to go out to sushi. And my dad drove, my uncle and his boat down here from Indiana. My dad is a very strong, amazing person, And, my dad was like, I'll probably drive the whole way. I was like, Dad, please, don't let Uncle Ralph drive. He says things like, before he pulls out onto 442 down there, oh, it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear. It's 4-lane road. It's fairly clear. So, anyway, go. They're just, they can only come. They know they can only just handle me in small doses. Well, they know I've got my work. I'm sure they'd prefer that to some, the hyper work ethic. You know, there's something in America called a Protestant work ethic. Have you ever heard of that?
No, what does that mean?
Well, Protestants, you know, it was one of, you know, it's a big American religion, but it's just a work ethic. I mean, that's just, you know, that's what Protestants do. We don't know how to do anything else. I mean, you just don't, that's what you do. That's what you do. That's what they always did. And just ask Martin Luther. I think he was a Protestant. Stacey would know. I know nothing of religion. I think I was baptized. Who knows? I'm probably going to hell. According to those Jehovah's Witnesses, I am. Oh, those people told me. Oh, no, they still leave those little things. The
Down
watchtower.
your gate, I try to throw them out. 'Cause
You don't want me to see it.
no.
Well, they're not bad. It's just any organized religion has potential for,
Yeah.
you know, but people think Muslims are bad. I don't know why I always remember that story. I'm going to have to look it up. Prince Charles's uncle was blown up by the IRA, the Irish Republican Army, you know. And now they don't, you know, people forget all about that. They put a bomb in his boat. And it was almost like us, it was almost like our president or RFK being assassinated, that this man went out in a boat with his family and these terrorists had planted a bomb in it and it got out in the middle of the lake and kaboom. Kaboom. Killed. I'm going to look it up. Yeah, no, I mean, you know, that's why people don't understand. Oh, the good old days. Sue had something about on there. Oh, back in the days when only the husband had to work and the mom could stay home with the children. I go, Sue, that's a TV show. And it was like literally this picture from the 60s of a man wearing those kind of hats and the woman wearing the little pin-on hat and the 2.5 children. It was nauseating. Absolutely nauseating. But yeah, I mean, we've always lived in a scary, scary world. You know, people that don't think, I told you about this one,
Oh, they might have some classes. How are you going to get over the weekend with no classes?
I don't know why I remember this happening. I think if you asked a lot of people, they wouldn't. He's visiting the scene of the murder. Oh, Lord Mountbatten, that was his name. I was thinking Count Chocula or Montalban or something. All right, look, so it was an assassination. (1979), winning the war against the IRA. It must have been 3 members and 18 British troops would be dead. I didn't remember this. Wow.
Moor is a popular seaside resort for tourists from both parts of Ireland. At 11:30 this morning, Lord Mountbatten's family, accompanied by Paul Maxwell, a 15-year-old schoolboy from nearby Enniskillen, set off from the jetty. 16 minutes later, it happened. The explosion was witnessed by 2 guards along the cliff path who were keeping an eye on Lord Mountbatten's green and white boat, the Shadow 5. It was violent in the extreme and was heard across the bay 2 miles away. The wreckage is now under forensic examination, and police are saying that they're treating it as a murder inquiry. As soon as the explosion occurred at this spot, where a solitary orange boy now bobs among the lobster pots, nearby vessels and speedboats rushed to the rescue. Among those on the scene was Peter McHugh, the owner of the hotel.
Yeah, and again, this is why we have bomb dogs and stuff now, because of men and their bomb making. I'll tell you who wrote the Anarchist Cookbook, a man. All right, I gotta run to Lowe's, but yeah, I don't know, for some reason, I remember that murder. There's no good old days. Those days are today. Those days are today, I guess.